Luke chapter 5, verse 30, a question is put to Jesus. Why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners? This episode, which takes place in the house of Levi, is the beginning of a theme that runs all the way through Luke's gospel, where Jesus eats not only with tax collectors and sinners, but with religious people too. In fact, sometimes he eats with religious people and exposes them as being the sinful ones. And there are also times when he eats with people who have a reputation as being sinful, but as a result of their encounter with Jesus, salvation comes to them. He eats with men and also women. He eats with a crowd of thousands and feeds them miraculously. And there are times when he eats only with his closest friends. As you read the gospel in its entirety, it seems that for Jesus, the idea of food, hospitality, and table is something of a strategy for bringing about the kingdom of God message of good news. This is, of course, confirmed when, towards the end of the gospel story, as a sort of climax to this theme of table, he gathers his disciples for a meal again, and offering them food and drink, he says to them, "After I'm gone, I want you to keep doing this. Do this so that you will remember. Remember who I am. Remember what I've taught you. Remember what I've done. Remember what that means. And remember who you are." This, of course, is captured in the sacrament of the Eucharist, or communion, which has been practiced by the Church in many different ways since its inception, as a means of carrying forward the kingdom of God message of good news all these years later. But I wonder if, other than communion, I wonder if there's a wider lesson to be learned from Jesus' emphasis on food, tables, and hospitality. A lesson that might cause us to reflect on where are the tables in our lives? And perhaps more importantly, who do we sit around those tables with? Mother Teresa famously said, "The biggest problem with the world is the circle we draw around our family is too small." So where are the tables in our lives? Who do we sit around those tables with? And how might we use those spaces to bring about a kingdom of God message of good news?